Hey guys, we got some big Social Security changes coming for 2026. First of all, look at these clouds up here. Isn't that awesome? I saw it this morning. I'm like, I got to make a video, show my viewers. So, guys, leave me some comments. When are you planning on taking Social Security? Mine, initially, I was going to start at 62. Then I pushed it to 63. Next year, I will be 64. So I think I'm going to probably take it next year because my cash reserves are running low. So it's either take more from my retirement accounts or start Social Security. If I can push it to 65, I'll be a happy camper. But my plan is I'm going to evaluate where I am, first of the year, reevaluate in the spring, reevaluate in the summer. I turned 64 in late August. So we'll see. Plan right now is 64, but maybe 65. Cross those fingers. Who knows? So again, leave me your comments. When do you plan on taking it, or when did you take it? I want to know. My viewers want to know. So here are some big changes for 2026. I have 5 key points for you on this, and these just were announced recently. Number 1 out of 5, there will be a 2.8% cost of living adjustment, or COLA. Okay, pretty good. I mean, we've had some huge ones in the past, so nothing really too exciting. But I think it's great that they actually give us, cost of living adjustments instead of just a flat number to come out. Now, yeah, some of you say, well, of course they do. What if they didn't? It does help. Now, it may not always keep up with inflation, but every little bit helps, especially for those of us on moderate income. And if you guys are seeing me for the first time, my name is Duane, and this is a channel for retiring on moderate income. If that's something you think you might like the video and think about subscribing as well. And if you really like it, down below are 2 other ways you can support this channel. So yeah, 2.8 cost of living adjustment. Number 2. Now, this one will probably not apply to the vast majority of you, especially if you're watching a moderate income retirement channel. You know what? I am turning 16 again. I'm glad I brought out my retirement vodka. There we go. Much lower now. How does that sound? So number 2 will probably not apply to most of you. This is the maximum Social Security benefit will now increase to $4,152 per month from, in 2025, it was $4,018 per month. Now, in order to get this, you would have had to be earning the maximum amount that Social Security charges ever since you were at the age of 22. Last year, or actually this year in 2025, that maximum would have been $176,000 you had to be earning to reach the maximum Social Security benefit, all the way back to age 22. So I think for the vast, dare I say vast majority of us, especially on my viewers on this channel, we don't have to worry about it. But that's a good chunk of change, man. $4,152 a month. I'd take it. Number 3, the average estimated Social Security benefit for 2026 as follows. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different categories for Social Security benefits. Number 1, the average for all retired workers will be $2,071 in 2026. Yeah, I know median would be better, but they just gave average here from CNBC. CNBC, pick it up, man. You got to give us like some really hard data here. We can't just go with average, man, because most of you guys know. I mean, average is picked up by the high earners. So I think median, although in Social Security, not nearly as much as other figures you might look at where the average is really pushed up, it still matters. So I think median would have been a good one. So the average, again, for all retired workers, $2,071. Number 2. And these are just kind of like some random categories they threw out there. So some might apply to you, maybe the others won't. Number 2, for an aged couple, both receiving benefits, the average for 2026 will be $3,208 per month. Pretty good chunk of change. I would take that. I'm definitely not going to be making that. I would take that. Get the heck out of here, man. These little gnats are sabotaging my video. Ravens, take care of them. That's your food. Here's another one. For a widowed mother and 2 kids, the average would be $3,898 per month. Again, pretty good. For an aged widow or widower who is alone, the average would be $1,919 per month. Number 4, or is this 5? Whatever, we've got 2 more. For a disabled worker who has a spouse plus 1 or more kids, the average Social Security benefit for 2026 will be $2,937 per month. And the last category under number 3 here, all disabled workers, their average will be $1,630 per month. Now, I don't know about that one, man. I know some people who got disability starting in their mid-50s. They're earning a lot more than that. So maybe it's just the area I live in. I don't know. Here's another question for you guys. If you don't mind sharing, what is your monthly Social Security check? I know, personal information, so if you don't want to share, no problem at all. For those of you who do, give us an idea what your check is, what you were earning, what were your highest earning years. And again, very sensitive info, I know, but this is a channel that's all about transparency. So if you feel free to put that out there, be great information for the rest of us. If not, no problem. So let's go to the 4th big change. Workers under full retirement. Now, your full retirement age for most of us will be 67. For those of you a little bit older, it'd be 66. Okay, so that's your full retirement age. So workers under the full retirement age can now earn, this is income you can earn without getting penalized. Yes, I'm trying to do a video here. They don't listen to me. My ravens, man, I feed them. What do? They just spat all over me. Workers can now earn up to $24,480 yearly without being penalized by Social Security earnings reductions. Okay, that number was $23,400 in 2025. Now, for me, that's a good thing, because what I've been earning per year since I've been retired, well, first year I wasn't bringing anything in. After that, it's like right around there. So for me, that's pretty good. I want to keep my earnings below that if I can. Now, of course, if my channel explodes and I'm getting, tons more, no, it's not going to bother me. But for the most part, if I can keep my earnings, in this case, under $24,480 for 2026, that's a kind of a target I'm shooting for. We'll see what happens. And number 5 of the changes, workers who reach their full retirement age can earn. Now, in your full retirement age, there are limits on what you can earn. After that, there are no limits. So if you are 67, this is the amount you can earn in 2026 and not be penalized by Social Security. $65,160. If you are 67 years old, that is the income that you can earn. Anything after that is penalized by Social Security. This was only $62,160 in 2025. So yeah, that's a pretty big bump. What? $3,000 a year. So guys, as you push it out, if you push it out, closer to your full retirement age, you can earn, a little bit more, especially on your full retirement age. And again, anything you earn after that, let's say 68, 69, 70 years old, it's unlimited. You can earn whatever and not be penalized by Social Security. So those are all some pretty big changes for 2026. Now, another reason I'm thinking about, taking my Social Security next year is the whole debate that's been going around for years now. Will there be changes to Social Security down the line? Will we be only receiving, as a lot of people have been throwing this figure out, 75% of our, projected Social Security package? If that's the case, that kind of brings up, well, maybe you might think about taking Social Security earlier, just to get in the door before these, changes come about. For you younger viewers of mine, like those in your, late 20s, 30s, you're probably wondering, is Social Security even going to be there for me? I'm sure it will. I have no doubt it will be there. Will it be there in a reduced amount, 75% of what you're expected to get? Maybe even 50%? I think there might be some reduction. But again, it seems like this always gets solved like right before the deadline, right? Who's going to be the politician that wants it on their tombstone? He ruined Social Security for millions of people. Yeah, I don't think too many want that. So there you go, guys. Those are the big changes for 2026. And as always, from me and my noisy, noisy Ravens, we got this.